Nike has revived the Air Presto in big ways over the past few years, and part of that has come through the weather-ready Presto Mid. Dark pink and orange accents on this pair add nice hits of color and are reminiscent of past ACG models. Let's take a look. Hey all, what is up? Reese here. I've got a brand new sneaker pickup to show you. What we're looking at today is the Nike Air Presto Mid SP in Granite, Rave Pink, and Pro Gold. These released on March 23rd, 2017 with a retail price of $140. Now as we're going through this video, I'd love for you to leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about this shoe, both the mid-top version of the Presto and also just this specific colorway. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And finally, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe to stay up to date with all of my latest videos. The original Air Presto released in 2000 and was part of Nike's Alpha Project. The Alpha Project was an initiative in the late 90s and early 2000s to really push the envelope when it came to technology and design in sports apparel and footwear. The main goal of the Presto was to unlock the benefits of minimalist or barefoot running and basically provide a shoe that would allow the foot to move more naturally while still providing the support and comfort that people needed and wanted in a running shoe. That was carried over through the next couple years into a couple different silhouettes that were meant for a couple different sports as well. There were like training specific Prestos. There was one that was actually intended to be like a post-basketball recovery shoe, and they just kind of tried a lot of different things with some of the main core concepts. In 2002, there was actually a silhouette called the Air Presto Rome that debuted that was basically a boot version of the Air Presto. It had a lot of similar features with a mid-top cut, a much more aggressive outsole, and things like that. That was an exclusive HTM release, but it really kind of signaled what would be coming here in the past couple years, where we've kind of seen the resurgence of the Air Presto and a couple new silhouettes. One of the main silhouettes, and of course what we're looking at here, is the Air Presto Mid Utility. This does not technically have utility in the name, but it is part of the utility line. Now these utility Prestos that we've seen are basically sneaker boot interpretations of the Air Presto. They take kind of the original concept, provide this mid-top collar with the zippers at the rear, and then sport a weather-resistant upper to kind of deal better with the elements. Unlike a lot of the other utility Prestos we've seen though, this is a much more spring-ready version with a multi-layered mesh upper that'll be breathable, but because of the multi-layering, because of especially that bottom layer, will still provide a good amount of weather resistance without as much bulk and kind of like heat retainment as some of the other utility silhouettes, which were meant more for winter in the snow when it's really cold. Obviously, there are a lot of comparisons we can also make to the collaboration last year with Acronym, which produced some mid-top Prestos that featured a very similar mesh upper, as well as some additional details provided by Acronym. But with all that said, we'll dive now into a close-up view where we can take a look at the colors, materials, and everything going on with this sneaker. We'll kick things off with a quick look at the box. Because this is an SP or a special project release, these have a kind of unique box compared to the normal Presto Mid Utility. Usually you just get the red Nike sportswear box, but here we have a matte black box with glossy black Nike branding on the top and on the sides. It's also a pull-out box. If we look here at the size and information tag, you'll notice that these are a size 13, so they don't follow normal Presto sizing. Prestos were originally called a t-shirt for your feet, and so you could actually get them in t-shirt inspired sizing, ranging from triple extra small to triple extra large, with each of those sizes corresponding to a range of normal shoe sizes. But obviously here they've gone back to just kind of the normal sneaker sizing. We'll take a look at the shoe itself now. I absolutely love this colorway. It's got kind of a throwback ACG or all conditions gear vibe, which makes sense given the kind of weather resistant purpose behind the Presto Mid Utility. For the upper, we've got a multi-layer mesh, which again is something we don't really see normally on the Presto Mid Utility, just because a lot of the other colorways have been kind of meant for winter, and this is going to be more of a spring ready version where it's still got water resistance, but you've got more breathability because of that mesh. You can see it's got a diamond pattern. From what I can tell from pictures, I think this is the same or at least a similar mesh to what was used on the acronym releases, although I haven't actually seen those in person, so I can't say for sure. Up here in the toe box, we've got a color called Granite, which is basically a mix of a light gray and a tan. You've got a swoosh stitched in right there. TPU running up around the toe box. Fuse overlays kind of at each side, there and there. Up here, kind of around the tongue area is where we switch to a purplish color. It's called Rave Pink, but it definitely is more of like a purple or at least a very dark pink. You can see where the seam between the two colors happens. We've got this fuse weld to, again, provide some of that waterproof and weather resistance right there. You've got your traditional Presto cage. The back section is a semi-translucent black. The front section, semi-translucent granite laces. The cage does run around. It forms the heel cup right here, and then we've got the same thing on the other side with Presto branding right there. The top of the tongue, you've got this Presto logo right there. You've got a P and then the Nike swoosh. Pull tab right there. There's another pull tab at the heel. Now, of course, one of the very interesting things about the Presto Mid silhouette are the dual zippers. You've got one on either side. As you can see here, they're done up in a color called Pro Gold, which is really more of an orange, and you've also got that same color up around the top of the collar. Now, if we zip these down, you can see that it'll just kind of make the back a little easier to open up and get your foot into. There's a suede section right here that kind of wraps around the top of the zipper and then all the way down the back inside so that your ankle isn't rubbing up against the zipper. We can take a look here too at the inner layer of the mesh. This is kind of that section that'll provide your water and weather resistance right there. The insole is silver with Nike Air branding down in there. If we take a look at the midsole now, it's granite all the way around. You've got your swoosh right there. Those 5 dots signify that this was part of the Alpha project. And then on the other side, you've got a swoosh on the cage as well. Finally, taking a look at the outsole. This is another thing that's different from the original Presto. It's way more beefed up. It's meant to be a little more rugged, something where you can have better grip in inclement weather, whether that's rain, ice, snow, anything like that. And so you can see it's just a bit more aggressive, although the overall pattern is the same as what we're used to with the Presto. Air text right there. And that'll wrap it up for the review of the Air Presto Mid SP. I love this colorway. Like I said, I think it's my favorite of the 3 that released. There was also a dark green and black pair and a dark blue and black pair. But definitely sound off in the comments. Let me know which of the 3 was your favorite colorway. Let me know just what you think about these if you haven't already. And with all that said, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.